Here we go again. Welcome to Good Day Arlington on NBC Sports Chicago. I am Howard Sudberry, live with Alyssa Ali, and we are here every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock through September 22nd. And Alyssa, it's kind of gray outside, overcast, it's been raining, but we're going to brighten things up because we have Ozzie Guillen for a guest.
I'm so excited. Ozzie was a great guest last year on Good Day Arlington. I know our TV crew is very excited. There are a lot of Chicago White Sox fans down there.
Yes.
Ozzie's a lot of fun, and you never know what he's going to say, and he makes great sound bites.
Are you
Perhaps
ready?
sometimes about ironing.
Ozzie, you ready? You got all, no, not now. I mean in a second. I just want to know if you have your material ready. I think he always does, no question about that. Alyssa, one of my favorite sporting events is going on now, the British Open. But I was looking at some ratings from the World Cup this year. 900 million people worldwide watched the World Cup. And for comparison, the Super Bowl this year drew 104 million people. That was the lowest since 2009. And when the Cubs on Game 7 in 2016, the ratings were 40 million people. So it's amazing the popularity.
900 million.
Yes.
We might be a close second, Good Day Arlington.
We came up fourth. We were after the Cubs. We do have a studio audience today. We have two people over here watching, and they both have drinks, which they need to watch the show, I think, right?
Yeah. I need a drink to be on the show. That would be great.
All right, what do you got?
All right, so this is going to be a lot of fun. Chicago White Sox Day is tomorrow, and of course, Ozzie Guillen, our guest here today on Good Day Arlington. So we decided to kind of put you to the test, okay?
And that's supposed to be fun? It's
yeah,
fun.
for
it's
me.
Fun for you, yes.
It's a lot of fun for me. Are you ready?
We'll find out.
Okay.
I doubt it.
Ozzie Guillen won Rookie of the Year in 1985. How many home runs did he hit that year? And your options are here, 15, 10, 1, or 0.
Wow, I'm going to go with C, 1.
Yes. Good job.
And he didn't even signal me.
Oh, yeah, that's not fair. You can't look over there.
I won't look there, but I'm 1 for 1.
Okay, Ozzie Guillen played for 4 major league franchises. Name them.
He played for the White Sox, obviously. He played for the Atlanta Braves. He played for, did he play for the Padres? San Diego?
Keep guessing.
Well, I'll guess Tampa Bay and Baltimore, since they put the answers up. So I got it right. I was 4 for 4.
No, that does not count.
Okay.
Okay, true or false?
That wasn't easy.
Ozzie Guillen was a 3-time All-Star. All 3 All-Star selections were as a Chicago White Sox player. True or false?
I'm going to say that is true.
You're right. You're doing very well.
Thank you.
All right, last question. Ozzie Guillen played a great majority of his games as shortstop. Name the 4 other defensive positions that he has played in a game.
Wow. I'm going to say third base, first base,
Yep,
second base, all the infield.
yep. And left field.
Well, then I got 3 of them. 3 out of 4. That's not bad.
That was very good.
Did you know them all, Ozzie? I hope you got them right.
I don't think you knew all of them.
Yeah.
A big thanks to PJ who helped me put that together.
Yeah, it was fun to find out a little more about Ozzie, and we'll find out a lot more about him. We'll see if he knows some questions about himself when we get to him in a couple of minutes. Let's talk about sports right now. Rough one for the Cubs. You know, it doesn't matter right now if you lose by a run or you lose by 13, but yesterday was a rough ride for the Chicago Cubs. And Fred Hubner of ESPN 1000 has our Sports Center update.
It was a game John Lester and the Cubs would like to forget. The All-Star lefty lasted just 3+ innings, allowing 8 runs on 7 hits. Cardinals took Game 2 of the 5-game series 18-5. St. Louis first baseman Matt Carpenter went 5 for 5 with 3 homers and 2 doubles. Cubs had 3 position players pitch in the blowout. They hope for better results today. 2 teams with a day-night doubleheader, first game at noon. Despite the loss, the Cubs' lead in the division remains 3 games after the Dodgers and Manny Machado beat the Brewers 6-4. In Seattle, the White Sox scored in the first inning, and never again. Mariners beat the Southsiders 3-1. James Shields going 7+ innings, allowing just 1 earned run. Bears with their first practice open to the public down in Bourbonnais today. WNBA Courtney Vandersloot became the 7th player to have a triple-double in the Chicago Sky's 114-99 win over Dallas. In soccer, the Chicago Fire welcoming defending MLS Cup champion Toronto FC to Toyota Park tonight at 6. From the ESPN 1000 Sports Desk, I'm Fred Hubner.
All right, Fred, thank you very much. And racing today at Arlington International Racecourse. Plenty of time to get out here with our first race at 1:20. Alyssa, the weather.
Yeah, let's take a look at the weather, Howard. It's not as ideal as we'd want it, but we're at about 72 degrees right now, and rain is possible today, getting to a high of about 74. Not great, but I have great news because it is our whiskey, spirit, and beer tasting here today at Arlington. So while it's a little cooler here in Chicagoland and Arlington Heights, you can warm your belly up with some whiskey and beer.
Yes, you definitely can.
Right?
And tomorrow is Chicago White Sox Day at Arlington International, so we look forward to that. And we also have an Enter to Win prize that you can get at arlingtonpark.com.
Yeah, arlingtonpark.com/GDA. Just for watching the show, folks, we want to reward you. You can enter to win 2 tickets to our VIP Rock and Roll Night event. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's Friday, July 27th. So definitely visit arlingtonpark.com/GDA to enter to win.
And we want to keep reminding people that the Arlington Million, our big day of racing, is coming up on August 11th. So get tickets at arlingtonpark.com. Quiz for you. What number did Ozzie wear with the Chicago White Sox? You can look over. He can give you a signal. Eddie?
He's not paying attention to the show at all. Number 13.
Number 13.
Right? Am I right?
Yeah. What number did you wear, Ozzie? Yes. They weren't paying attention.
Not one
Just,
bit.
just like everybody at home.
Paul's got
All
my
right.
back.
Paul got it right. All right, we're going to take a break. Good Day Arlington is brought to you by Tito's Handmade Vodka, the preferred vodka of Arlington International Racecourse. And coming up next, one of only 2 men in our lifetimes to manage a Chicago team to a world championship. I think you might know who it is. Ozzie Guillen is live next on Good Day Arlington.
Today is not just any day. It's full of surprises. It's live. It's a party like no other. It's one in a million.
Welcome back to Good Day Arlington on NBC Sports Chicago. Time flies. It was 2005 when the White Sox had that magical season and went 11-1 in the playoffs and won the World Series. And the manager of the team was our guest, Ozzie Guillen, with us today. Ozzie, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me. Always nice to come here.
Well,
always. I love it.
Well, that's great.
We love having you.
You know, it's funny because that's my wife always complain about where I go, what I should do, where I go. And every time I say I come in here, I always say, oh, okay, that'd be nice.
Wow.
Because she loves come to the race, and they treat us very well here. It's amazing time we have in here. And it's when she's happy, and then she's not happy that many times, especially when I leave the house.
That is awesome.
When she's happy, you're happy.
Well,
Stamp of
yes,
approval.
she always make the excuse like, I grew up without you. Now you grew up with baseball, and now I have more time to spend with you, and that's a good excuse to have me.
That is true.
Well, it's just hard though because
Yeah.
we love each other because we always say honeymoon.
Yeah.
Like every time she get upset, I gotta go someplace to play.
Yes.
I come back, we're still friends again, and that worked for so many years. Now I still have to suit this. I say, remember, we're still alone. We still love each other because
Time apart.
the distance create that.
I completely agree with that.
That is a great line. And that leads me really, the first thing I wanted to talk to you about is that you played baseball for years. You managed. That's competitive. You like to win. So what do you do now for competition? What do you do to get that spirit, I mean, where you want to win and you want to compete? What do you do?
Well, right now I play golf, and I try to
Yeah.
be the best golfers I can be, and try to compete against myself.
Yeah.
Because golf, when you play golf with your partner, you try to beat him.
Right.
And that's the wrong way. I see that's the wrong way. You got to beat the course.
Right.
Sure.
I agree.
And I play golf. I stay, I always stay into the sport because my kids, they'll watch sport. I maintain myself very busy. I manage a winter league and I help him a couple of things in Mexico. He's an assistant GM. I'm lucky. We win a couple of championships there. So
Good.
I got the job. I was very lucky. But the competition is always my mind. I'm still a baseball fan. And when my team compete, I try to. I'm the best manager now in baseball because I'm not there. I criticize like, oh, what we doing here? Why you should do that? Why you should do that? But it's easier to manage or when you're not in the seat.
Yeah.
And that's why
Right.
it's very complicated by criticize people when you're out there. If it's my job to criticize one of the managers, the coaches, some people don't want to look at the way I want to say it. People say, oh, because you do this, do that, everybody can do that. That's why I have to be very careful the way I go to communicate with people, especially with baseball related.
Sure.
So obviously you have a competitive edge, as Howard was saying, and you were just alluding to. But what would you have done, do you think, if you didn't play baseball or you didn't manage a team?
my God.
Did you have any other options, or was it always just like,
I don't
did
know.
you want to do anything else? Or?
I don't know because I'm playing baseball since I know myself. But
Right.
if you ask me right now, what you like to be if I was a kid, a lot of kids say, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, a veterinarian, whatever.
Right.
I always love to be a bullfighter.
Oh, yeah.
Because as
Really?
crazy as I grew up in Venezuela.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here you can't.
No.
Obviously for so many reasons and right reasons.
Right.
But my wife told me, if you was a bullfighter, you'd be dead long time ago. I said, why? Because you watch the bulls up there and you see a lady walking in the stands, you like say hi, and you get killed. But I don't know.
knows you
So
very
baseball
well.
Yes.
saved your life.
Well, maybe because I told my wife that you don't realize it's baseball. We have too many dead time, especially when you're managing.
Right.
You just sit there and watch your team playing well, playing bad, make decisions 2 innings up front.
Right.
You guys go to the game and you guys watch the 5th, 6th, 7th inning. When the game's in the 4th inning, 5th inning, you're already thinking what's going to happen to me in the 7th. You have to be prepared for the 7th. As good managers not prepare themselves when things happen. You got to be up front. An inning, 2 innings up front, and just in case that scenario not happen, make it easier.
Right.
But that scenario happen, then you're ready to react and act and do what you think it should be good for the ball club.
Sure.
All right, Ozzie, we're going to take a break. We're going to get a whole lot more. The questions are going to get better. The answers are always going to be terrific. from
Very,
Ozzie.
very-
I can guarantee you that right now.
Yes.
Arlington runs through September 22nd, and we have plenty of big events coming up. On August 4th, we welcome the world to Arlington on our Around the World celebration presented by Sprint. We'll have live music performances as we salute the many cultures around the world. And Good Day Arlington is brought to you in part by the Daily Herald. The suburb's 4 baseball parks don't just rely on America's pastime to attract fans. Read about the newest promotions they will be offering in Sunday's Time Out. Next, more with Ozzie Guillen.
Today is not just any day. It's full of surprises. It's live. It's a party like no other. It's one in a million.
Tell me something about Ozzie Guillen that the people out here don't know.
Oh my God, I love to iron my clothes.
Yourself.
I do love it. I
can tell.
You can tell. You know, I don't leave anywhere wrinkle at all. I think I can play golf. I'm not. And I told Michael, I totally remember telling Tiger Woods, I said, I will shoot a par, and then you hit a baseball for a base hit. And you know, he told me, you're right. I said, I know I'm right. That's why I'm telling you. I like to be in my house. Even we bug the crap at each other, my wife and me, but I love to be in my house. I'm very quiet, believe it or not, in my house. The people see me talk is just because that's my job, managing and talk to the media. But in my house, I'm very, I think every woman want to marry me, if you know me.
I tell you what, we should stay live during the commercial breaks.
No, we'd be in problem. I'll be in problem.
We'd all be in trouble.
I will be in trouble. I was saying here, like,
we'd be
oh
off
gosh.
NBC Sports Chicago.
Yeah,
I can tell you that right now.
That
was one of my favorite moments last year when we asked you something about yourself that nobody knew, and you said you love to iron, which I think shocked everybody. So you are a freak about keeping everything wrinkle-free, right?
I do. I criticize players and my kids about they go there all wrinkle and stuff. I don't know why. I don't understand. People hate to iron. I cannot leave my house. Even a T-shirt, I like to do it. Oh. I like to go to a place, Best Buy and Beyond, something like that.
Bed Bath & Beyond.
And people,
Bath &
yeah,
Beyond.
I love to go there. So people say, why you like to go there? I say, best looking women go there. It's no men's. Men's going to be another place. But I told my wife, I go, don't worry about it. I like to do the grocery store. I do my wife, yes, I like to go places and do it because I just have fun and the views is worth it.
We got a common theme going on here. Ozzie is going where the ladies are. So what happens when you go to the grocery store or Bed Bath & Beyond and you're shopping? Do people recognize you and come up to you the whole time?
Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah?
Some people do. So, in Chicago, I hang around so much in the streets. I'm like a normal guy. I live here for so many years.
Yeah.
They just say hello, and some people, oh, we meet you on the south side. I say, well, when I was manager, you know, was saying the same. But they do. It's just something. I think I respect Chicago people. I love Chicago people. I make this is my house. Not because what I did in 2005. Just think Midwest, it got something very nice, unique. Yeah. And they love I help the community. Always available to do some stuff for the community. And that's why the reason I picked Chicago to be my home. I could have lived anywhere else, but I think living here, people say, well, you crazy with this weather.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And with this traffic and all that stuff. But I love it here, and I'm going to die here. You know what I mean? Hopefully.
Very long.
Not soon.
It don't matter. You know, make that decision. That's up to us. Mm-hmm. But I'm living here for good. Now I have a granddaughter born in Chicago. And that make her happy. Is very happy to be back, to be in town for good.
Good. I have a question. You were talking about obviously your kids and not your granddaughter. What advice would you give to your kids, or what was the best advice you gave to your kids while they were growing up? I want to know it because I have a son at home, and I'm going to tell him what you tell me.
Well,
right now.
I told them, listen. Remember when you do something, you got to do something stupid. We all do as a kid. I did it as a grown man. Now I regret a couple of stuff. But when you grow up and you go to do something stupid, think about your mom. Don't think about your father. Your father will deal different way than your mom, because women take a little bit stuff more deep to their heart. Mm-hmm. And when you hurt your mom, that means you don't love anyone. Mm-hmm. And don't believe in dreams. Believe in goals. Everybody can dream. Yeah. I can dream, go down there, win the race right now, right. But I'm not going to do it. But that's my goal. I work to do it. Mm-hmm. You know, how many times I dream with Jennifer Lopez and I wake up, it's my wife next to me. I'm like, oh God, I just being honest. But if my goal was going out with Jennifer Lopez, I will try to do that.
I hope your wife is not watching.
No, she know.
Okay.
Because she saying stuff about Chayanne. But this is true. I don't believe in dream. I can dream, wow, be the you know me, managing the American League last All-Star game. But that's my goal. I think goals is easy to be a dreamer. Yeah. Dream is good with life, but to make it true and make it happen, you have to have a goal. And I want to do this.
I think that's great
I
advice.
love
I
it.
really like that.
No, it's just like, that's true.
It is.
You know, same thing I told my kids. Please don't love me. I don't need love. Don't love you, but respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You tell your kid, you know what, honey? I don't need love. Because they love you your birthday, Mother's Day, 4th of July.
Yeah.
Whatever, but they have to respect you every day.
Yes.
If your kids not respect you, they not love you.
Right.
And they not love themselves. And I think respect to me is more important than love, because you can love anything. You can love the weather, you can love, but you can only respect few people. And that number one people is your mom and your father. That's
Oh my gosh,
what you do.
that's so good.
That's very philosophical.
I appreciate
Ozzie,
that,
thanks for your
Ozzie.
time. You're
Thank
always
you.
a great guest. We love having you here. And come back anytime, okay?
I come back here. You know, one of the places in Chicago I always come is here. Believe
Well,
it, it is.
You heard it.
They invite
right
me
here.
for a lot of places. I always here.
All right. Ozzie Guillen, he is one of a kind, and we love having him on Good Day Arlington. Well, we have a fun morning planned on August 5th. We have breakfast at Arlington, and this is the Million Edition, and you can have breakfast, watch the horses train, or you can take tours at the same time. Go to arlingtonpark.com. And coming up next, to look at one of the most valuable members of the Sox organization, and he doesn't even play the game, and it's brought to you by International Hair Designs. That was something else. I'm out of breath, Alyssa. Welcome back to Good Day Arlington. You know, I think all of us can remember playing baseball or football in the bad fields with, bare spots and holes in the ground when we were kids. It's a lot different at the major league level, obviously. And there's a gentleman who has spent over a half a century with the White Sox, and his job is very similar to the team that takes care of Arlington's turf course. I want you to meet the Sodfather, Roger Bossard. When you look at the green turf, without a blade of grass out of place, ask anybody around the White Sox organization and they'll say, that's Roger's grass. To longtime Sox fans, Roger Bossard's name is as well known as many players because players come and go. Roger is a constant.
This is my 52nd year, and I always tell everybody I'm the most fortunate person in the world.
Roger's work with turf is renowned. You don't get the nickname the Sodfather for no reason. And he has done consulting work for racetracks and considers turf superintendents at racetracks colleagues.
We have an awful lot in common. He's got the $1 million horses. I've got the $1 million ball players. When you've got commodities like that, you better be close to perfect. Because if something happens to one of the big boys, there's a lot of problems.
Turf. It's an essential part of baseball and horse racing. Arlington's turf course is known around the world for its excellence, and Roger Bossard can certainly relate to the job the Arlington turf team has to do. And what they share in common is the quest for perfection for the safety of ball players and racehorses.
For the horses, they're 1,000 pounds, so you need something that's got solidity, but also a little bit of give. Well, me, with my players here at the park, I have the same thing.
Roger's story is one of a kind. The Bossard family has dominated the world of baseball groundskeepers for decades.
My grandfather, my two uncles, my dad, of course, started here in 1940, retired in 83. My cousin Brian was head groundskeeper at the Padres for 7 years, then went with the Yankees. Then myself. We have over about 230 years in the industry.
Roger Bossard, he learned from the best, from his grandfather to his dad and uncles and cousins. He is now known as the very best himself. He has worked on soccer fields in Saudi Arabia for the royal family. And the home of the White Sox is not the only in which he has given his magic touch.
But I've built 12 other, designed and built 12 other major league fields. I did the Cubs 6 years ago, Boston, Detroit, Milwaukee, Seattle, a number of them. I guess I got a lot of people tricked. They think I'm going down the right road.
People ask me all the time, what athletes did you like the best? What was Michael Jordan like? What was Ozzie Guillen like? What was Walter Payton like? And, they were all great guys, but the people that I remember so many times from covering sports are people like Roger Bossard that I saw at the ballpark every day, and they're friendly and they're humble, and he is one of the best.
That was awesome.
And what he does is like magic, and he's worked on racetracks, and he's quite a guy.
That is very cool.
And he's only been there a half century.
Yeah, just that. He doesn't have any experience at all.
Yeah.
Right? However, that's a really neat piece. Again, Chicago White Sox Day is tomorrow at Arlington. But as for today, let's take a look at a race. We're going to try to help you pick a winner if you're wagering from home or, of course, here at the track. Howard, the second race is it's the third race we're doing. You changed
Third
it
race,
on
yes.
me. It's a claiming race, 6 furlongs on the main track. I'm going with the number 4 in here, Mystique Artiste. Likes the synthetic surface, gets back to the synthetic surface today off the turf.
Good. You're going with a different horse than me. I'm with the 5 horse, I believe it is. It is Hal's Mischief.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I got the 4, you've got the 5.
I've got the 6, actually. What number is
No, it's a
Hal's
5.
It is 5.
In the third.
Hal's Mischief.
All right, Howard, a lot of stuff going on all season long through September 22nd, but let's talk about next weekend. We, of course, have Value Day and our movie night, free family movie night coming up this Thursday, July 26th, and then it's Rock and Roll Night. It's our second Party in the Park After Dark.
Yeah, we love Party in the Park After Dark. There's a look at our feature film coming up, which are really on the beautiful paddock are great. Rock and Roll Night, Party in the Park After Dark. The band plays until 9:30. We will rock and roll.
And then Horses and Hounds featuring corgi races on July 28th and Magic for Muggles Family Day on Sunday, July 29th. But now let's check in with our track announcer, John G. Dooley, for a sneak peek of next week.
Next week on Good Day Arlington, Howard and Alyssa are joined by KISS FM morning DJ and animal lover and rescuer Fred On Air to discuss Chicago happenings and the importance of helping our canine friends.
And that's going to do it for this week's Good Day Arlington. See you next week at 11 o'clock live right here on NBC Sports Chicago. And, of course, thanks to Ozzie. See you, Alyssa.